If we are talking of neo-noir titles in Bollywood, a name I absolutely adore is Talash. Public opinion about this film remains divided, largely because of the nature of the plot twist. I believe it is a well-made film on all fronts and a brave attempt for a commercial Bollywood project to wander into the neo-noir territory. But what exactly is neo-noir? To understand neo-noir, it's essential to look at the term film noir. Film noir is used to describe a certain kind of stylish films produced during 1940s to 50s. Characteristics include cynical, conflicted characters and themes like existentialism, betrayal, morality. Use of high contrast lighting, stylistic frames, skewed camera angles to induce the dark mood is integral of film noir. Now, art is a product of its time. Neo noir are the films post 1950s that are influenced by film noir but made using modern technology and the themes updated to suit contemporary times. Lines between the right and wrong are blurred. The plot is rife with elements like betrayal, alienation, and the characters have a skewed moral compass. Scenes are lit up to create high contrast and often set in night with elements like neon lights, CD bars, murky streets. Talash succeeds in creating a neo-noir atmosphere right from the beginning.
मुस्कानें झूठी हैं, पहचानें झूठी हैं, रंगीनी है छाई, फिर भी है तन्हाई.
The lyrics talk about a world where you have deceit and misery under a facade of happiness. The entire opening credit sequence is a montage that captures the shady side of Mumbai which comes alive at night. Pimps, hookers, stoners. The shots of prostitutes as seen from a moving car almost remind of Martin Scorsese's neo-noir Taxi Driver.
All the animals come out at night. Whores, skunk pussies, buggers, queens, fairies, dopers, junkies.
The same sentiment is echoed in the lyrics of the song.
रात में ही जागते हैं ये गुनाहों के घर, इनकी राहें खोल पाए जो भी आए इधर.
The shots are aesthetically pleasing. They appear in and out of focus and dissolve seamlessly into each other. The montage turns the city of Mumbai itself into an important character of the story. It works wonders in establishing the setting and neo-noir mood of the film. Let's look at the characters. The primary bad guys, Shashi and Taimur, aren't the typical villains causing trouble because of personal beef with someone. They are opportunistic characters motivated by greed. The secondary bad guys, Sanjay and Arman, are only acting out of desperation to save themselves. Wickedness of human nature is on display all the time. Our protagonist isn't a chest-thumping hero, but a flawed and bitter character struggling to find inner peace. The neo-noir feel can also be attributed to the production design and cinematography. Majority of the scenes are set in night with the colors and lighting lending a gloomy look to the film. Green and yellow are most dominant in the color palette. The seedy brothel, the desolate streets are lit up in yellow light. Green is used extensively. Sometimes it's the dominant color in the shot, other times it's the color of the set or the costumes or some important prop.
प्यूमा का बैग था ग्रीन कलर का.
एक ग्रीन बैग था सर.
When the big reveal happens, there's a flash of green light on Rosie, followed by a flash of yellow. If not green, you can spot bluish green color in almost every scene. A few scenes set in affluent spaces like Arman's house, airport, or corporate office are dressed up in white. This gives them a pristine appearance in contrast to rest of the locations, which appear gritty. The Jia Lagena song with all the flashy lights is gorgeously filmed. The whole sequence is about Surjan's growing obsession with Rosie and the aura of enigma around her. This particular moment feels very beautiful. It's as if Surjan and Rosie are lost in a vortex of red where it's only the two of them and rest of the world doesn't matter. The conversation scene that follows has a calming quality to it. Surjan, who keeps his feelings bottled up all the time, finds solace in a stranger like Rosie. The conversation is filled with equal parts dialogues and silences. The stares and silences are just as beautiful as the dialogues. Surjan's subsequent encounter with her brings a much needed calm in his life that puts him to sleep after a long ordeal of insomnia. Water is omnipresent throughout the film and symbolic of death. Several characters lose their lives by drowning in water.
किसी कमीने ने लड़की की बॉडी को पत्थर से बांधकर समंदर में डुबा दिया था.
पर कोई कब तक डूबा रहेगा साहब.
4 दिन तक लाश ऊपर ही नहीं आई।
कभी न कभी तो तैर के ऊपर आना ही पड़ेगा।
In the climax, we get this shot where the shower feels like an act of washing your sins. Surjan has come to terms with reality and is letting go of his grief. Water has a cathartic element here. There are two scenes where Taimur and Surjan are putting the pieces together. Let's look at the editing here. Both of them are recollecting statements made to them by various people. At some instances, the editor chooses to give just an audio flashback.
जरा सोचो रोशनी, अपना दिमाग इस्तेमाल करो। इस बकवास में तो कैसे यकीन कर सकती हो?
20 लाख लिया उस हीरो अरमान कपूर से शशि ने।
मरने के बाद जो आत्मा इस दुनिया में भटक रही है, सिर्फ वो इंसान का रूप ले सकती है।
And then there are instances where the editor cuts to a video flashback.
ये कौन सी जगह है?
ये मेरी जगह है।
सच्ची में मिला था उसको कल रात। मैं सोची ऐसे ही फेंक रहा है।
बहुत बड़ा गेम खेल रहा है साला।
एक लड़की गायब हो जाती है और साला कोई पूछने वाला भी नहीं।
Quite correctly, these inserts are close-up shots of the people looking towards camera. The editor does a fine job here. He cuts to a flashback shot only at the right places and never breaks the rhythm of the sequence. In this portion, see how the shots of Surjan's walk are cross-cut with Rosie's walk.
इस दुनिया में बहुत सी चीजें हैं जो समझाई नहीं जा सकती।
चलिए, मैं आपको ऐसी जगह ले जाऊंगी जहां हमें कोई नहीं देखेगा।
Now, a lot has been said about the big reveal in the film. The plot twist remains the major reason for people's disappointment in the movie. But this wouldn't be the first time for a film to have fantasy and supernatural elements in it.
I see dead people.
And such films have been well received. So why do people have qualms about Talash? I think the reason is the supernatural element is introduced too late in the third act of the story. In case of films like The Sixth Sense or The Green Mile, the audience is introduced to the fantasy elements early on in the first or the second act. But when Talash throws a ghost in your face in the last 15 minutes of the film, people find it difficult to digest. Throughout the film, you are made to believe it's a serious detective drama, so the plot twist feels like a cheating of your expectations. I don't blame you if you hate the plot twist, but I have never found it to be a problem. Talash demands you to exercise the suspense of disbelief principle a little too much, but it makes it worth it. It's a whodunit detective drama on the surface, but has undercurrents of a spiritual drama. The title Talash isn't the search for the culprit, but the search for closure by characters who are grieving a huge tragedy. It's the search for meaning in life and death, and the search ends deeply gratifying. You need to watch it through a lens more spiritual, and the film works like magic.